It's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Arsenal are going to be okay. I've sat back and observed the analysis, the reaction to Arsenal's defeat to Aston Villa, and so much of it has been over the top, reactionary. And some of the analysis, even over analyzing, trying to dig too deep instead of just looking at some fairly surface level problems that were largely behind that defeat. And I think, no, this isn't for rivals. Rivals reacting in the way that they did, jumping on it. God, I don't blame them. They've been desperate for it, absolutely desperate. They've been waiting nearly 3 months, an 18-game unbeaten run. And so fair enough, jump on it all you like. But it's the Arsenal fans that at the first little sign of trouble, the first little setback, capitulating. It's going to be a long season. I don't know what you thought this season was going to look like. But if you thought that we were just going to steamroll into a 10-point lead in December with the injuries that we've got and the fixtures that we've had, that's not how it goes. That is not how it goes. And the long term, even the short, medium, and long term of Arsenal right now, I think it looks good. I don't think it looks bad. Yes, it feels like we're picking up injury after injury. Just opened my phone, I saw Max Dowman's injured. Okay, that's annoying. Gabriel Jesus back into the Champions League squad. That's exciting. Might even play tomorrow night. But the point is, that one defeat against Aston Villa, by the way, a defeat with the final kick of the ball, which was easily avoidable. You know, Hincapié makes an individual error, not going to dig him out for it. It happens. But ultimately, that moment does not define what we have done so far this season. Everything that we did before that shows you where we're at this season. And we're only getting stronger. And this is where I don't understand the head loss. I mean, you look at this game, right? You look at the back four, and this isn't excuses, by the way. This is context. And those of you that watch the channel, my normal viewers, you're intelligent people. You understand. It's not excuses to say that a back four of White, Timber, Hincapié, and Calafiori is not a bad back four. But we're not going to see it again, really. I mean, we might see it against Bruges. But after that, Saliba will be back, then Gabriel will be back, then Mosquera will be back. And even that back four, I mean, they played together for what, 20 minutes at the end of the Brentford game? Bit longer, actually. Mosquera went off earlier than that. But you know what I mean. They'd not played together before. They went away to Villa Park lunchtime on a Saturday. That level of intensity. And yeah, it looked a little bit shaky. It did look a bit shaky. And that's okay. I mean, I saw The Athletic, right? And a lot of the content that The Athletic make, I think, is good. It's valuable. I saw a piece in The Athletic. It was a video, actually, about how Villa's system exposed our defence and how they caused us to have our worst defensive display so far this season. And that's fine. Villa set up incredibly well. Not to take away from them at all. But you can't make a video about Arsenal's worst defensive display this season and not even mention the fact that Arsenal were missing our first choice centre-back pairing and our first reserve centre-back. Like, you can't leave that context out. Because for me, if Gabriel and Saliba are there, even if it's just Saliba or just Gabriel, those Villa tweaks, that Villa system, it doesn't cause us as many problems because we have the best centre-back pairing in the world, but neither of them were available. In the same way that if you went and took Pau Torres and Ezri Konsa out of Villa's lineup, we would have probably looked better going forwards. Like, you have to add that context. And that context is there. And look, Saliba, he wasn't in training today. I think he's going to be back, though, for the Wolves game. If not, we've got a full week off between Wolves and Everton. He will return. Gabriel's not that far away. We're maybe 4-5 games away from having Gabriel return, and they are winnable games. And then I look into the midfield, because that was another area where you do go, well, Rice and Zubimendi, they're looking tired. I agree, they need rest, but we can rest them now. I mean, I would love it if we started using Norgard a little bit more, and I hope we do against Bruges, if not against Wolves. But also, we've got the strikers coming back. Gyökeres is back. Marino doesn't have to play as a striker anymore, meaning he can play in midfield. Ødegaard is back, meaning we can play a midfield of 1-6, Ødegaard and Eze in midfield. We have far more options now to rotate Rice and Zubimendi. The attack itself should be fresh game in, game out. Madueke, Martinelli, Leandro Trossard, Gabriel Jesus, Victor Gyökeres, Kai Havertz returning. In fact, by the end of this month, we're only going to be waiting on Mosquera to return. Fingers crossed no one else gets injured in that time. And I look at the table, and we're 2 points clear at the top. We're top of the table. You'd have thought we'd just dropped outside the top 4. And we've done that despite the away games we've had. And again, people say, oh, it's just Arsenal fans always explaining something. Yeah, I'm explaining it. I am explaining it. We've had by far the most difficult start to the season, particularly when you look at our away games. We've done Villa Park. We've done St James's Park. We've done the Stadium of Light. We've done Stamford Bridge. We've done Old Trafford. We've done Anfield. There are probably 10 big away games, and we've got 6 of them out of the way. And that's if you include Spurs as one that we've still got to play. Oh, we'll rock up and beat Spurs. And so, yeah, I do think we're in a good spot. I do think City are more likely to drop points game in, game out than we are. I do think we'll bounce back. And I do look at the upcoming fixtures, and I think Wolves at home. Everton away will be tough. I mean, that's another one of the big away games on a Saturday night. That will be tough, undoubtedly. Palace at home, we can rotate. And then it's Brighton home, Villa home. Big games, difficult games, but games we can definitely win. And then you get into the new year, and I think we kick on. That's where I think we kick on. Kai Havertz coming in, definitely going to add something. The club have said that they're excited about that. And overall, I just think Arsenal fans let everyone else get inside our head too much. I mean, watching Monday Night Football last night, Jamie Carragher saying Arsenal's defenders and keeper and David Raya, oh, they're too angry about losing. We can't do anything right. Too angry about losing. Well, you wouldn't be angry conceding a 94th minute goal to lose the game. I'd be fuming. Do you know what I don't want to see? I don't want to see the sort of thing I've seen from Arsenal sides in the past. Concede a goal late on, trudge back to the halfway line, not asked. I want to see that fight. I really hope that pissed them off. Because it pissed me off. It was a horrible feeling. Absolutely catastrophic feeling on Saturday lunchtime. And I want them to make sure it doesn't happen again. But overall, I just think some of the stuff I've seen over the last couple of days, some of the stuff I've seen about Victor Gyökeres, good Lord. And again, it's the Arsenal fans that join in on it. That's what annoys me. I don't care about what rival fans say. It's the Arsenal fans that they let themselves get suckered in. And they try to appease. And they go along with some of this nonsense. Grow a backbone. We're in it for the long haul. It is going to be a long season. There will be ups and downs. We will lose games. You know, at some point, we were going to lose a game. Doesn't matter who it was against. We were going to lose a game at some point, and everyone was going to pile on. That's how it works. In reality, it was away at Villa. It probably was one of the more difficult tests. Lose at home to Wolves? I'd completely understand head loss at that point. But away to Villa, a team with the best form in Europe, an unbelievable home record, and a pretty unfortunate defeat. That's football. That can just happen. You can just lose a game and move on. It doesn't have to be an existential crisis. That's all I wanted to say, really. I've just been mulling on that, and I felt like getting it off my chest. We'll be live tonight. We'll be live with a watch-along tomorrow night. And I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling relaxed. And I hope you are too. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, please do subscribe. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Until then, goodbye.